Guess the movie from the pictures, generated by AI.
Record-breaking box office. Upon its release in 2006, the film broke several box office records, including the highest-grossing opening weekend at the time, earning over $135 million domestically in its first 3 days. Cliffhanger ending. The film ends on a cliffhanger, setting up the events for the third installment, which was released in 2007, making this film an integral part of the trilogy's overarching narrative. Multiple filming locations. The film was shot in various locations, including the Bahamas, Dominica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, to capture the exotic and picturesque settings of the Caribbean. The film was a commercial success, grossing over $962 million worldwide against a production budget of around $100 million. Its unexpected popularity and positive reception from audiences and critics led to the decision to create a sequel. The movie is a modern reboot of the original 1995 film. While the original film centered around a magical board game, the reboot updates the concept by transforming the game into a video game. The movie includes subtle references to the original film as Easter eggs for fans. For example, the treehouse that appears in the game world is a nod to the treehouse built in the original film. The franchise featured many impressive sets over the years, but the one built for this film might be the most noteworthy of all. It was the series' all-time biggest creation, measuring nearly 250 feet long and 120 feet wide. Despite post-credits scenes being the norm for many big franchise films, this one is actually the only installment in the series to have one. In case you forgot, it was a quick scene that showed an advertisement for Who Am I?, the forthcoming book from a memory-addled professor. While it's never been confirmed, there's long been a rumor that the design for the house elf was based on none other than Russian leader Vladimir Putin. The resemblance is so uncanny that some Russian lawyers plan lawsuits against Warner Brothers. Cultural influence. The characters from this animated film have become cultural icons, with merchandise, video games, spin-off shorts, and even a television special. The franchise's impact on popular culture is immense, and its characters remain beloved by fans worldwide. Hidden Easter eggs. Pixar is known for including Easter eggs, hidden references, and nods to their previous and upcoming films. For instance, the carpet in the house is the same design as the one in the Overlook Hotel from The Shining. Tom Hanks recording sessions. Tom Hanks recorded his lines alone initially because of scheduling issues. Later, he expressed regret because he missed the camaraderie with other actors. Pixar accommodated his request to record with the other actors for subsequent films. Much of the film is set in the 1990s, allowing for a nostalgic atmosphere and references to pop culture of that era, such as blockbuster video stores and dial-up internet. The movie explores themes of empowerment, self-discovery, and resilience, making it not only an entertaining superhero film, but also a story with a message of female empowerment. The film pays homage to Stan Lee, the co-creator of many Marvel Comics characters, with a special opening tribute that replaces the traditional Marvel Studios logo with scenes of his cameos from previous Marvel films. The film generated significant controversy upon its release due to its portrayal of violence and the fear that it might inspire real-world violence. Despite the controversy surrounding it, the film was a massive box office success, grossing over $1 billion worldwide. Its success demonstrated the enduring popularity of the main character and the appetite for darker, character-driven storytelling. Unlike many comic book movies, this one takes a more grounded and realistic approach to its storytelling. It focuses on societal issues such as mental illness, poverty, and the gap between the rich and poor, rather than fantastical elements. The main character is instantly recognizable by his signature equipment. The hat, a brown fedora with a wide brim, has become an iconic symbol of the character. The 10-feet bullwhip is not only a tool for the hero but also a weapon that he skillfully employs in various action sequences. The film's title sequence featuring main theme song was designed by Daniel Kleinman. It incorporates imagery that alludes to themes of death and resurrection, reflecting the film's exploration of main hero's past and his struggle to remain relevant in a changing world. The movie was both a critical and commercial success. It grossed over $1.1 billion worldwide, making it the highest-grossing film of the franchise at the time of its release. The movie contains several references and homages to classic films, including the Aston Martin DB5, an iconic car that first appeared in Goldfinger 1964. The production team aimed for historical accuracy in designing the costumes and the castle. The setting is placed in 18th century France. The film's costume designer Jacqueline Doran won an Academy Award for Best Costume Design for her work on this movie. While the film retained the classic songs from the animated version, new songs were added, including How Does a Moment Last Forever and Evermore. Dan Stevens underwent a motion capture process to bring the character to life. His facial expressions and movements were used to animate his personage. The movie won all 11 Academy Awards for which it was nominated, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Adapted Screenplay. This tied the record for the most Oscar wins with Ben-Hur and Titanic. Like the previous two films in the series, this movie has an extended edition with additional scenes not included in the theatrical release. This version adds about 51 minutes of footage, further fleshing out the story and characters. The entire trilogy was filmed back-to-back over a period of 438 days, making it one of the most ambitious film projects in cinematic history. The film received 7 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, and won 3 Oscars for Best Original Score, Best Costume Design, and Best Production Design. The film showcased African culture and traditions, drawing inspiration from various African tribes and contributing to a more diverse representation in mainstream cinema. The movie demonstrated the potential success of films with diverse casts and stories, influencing Hollywood to prioritize more inclusive storytelling in blockbuster movies.